now going to take a look behind the scenes. Let's rewind a bit to realize how a user's action, which is an add to cart request, is going to be taken care of within the application. As users, once we've selected the product title item we want, which is of a primary type of Office, a secondary type of full suite, and is called Microsoft Office 2007, and requested 2 units or licenses of it, we're ready to add it to the cart. We can scroll the page a bit downward to access the cart control panel. Then, we should click the leftmost button, which is Add to Cart, in order to have the application put this item into our shopping cart. Looking at the code, we may notice that the application will be taking a few steps in order to accommodate the Add to Cart request. Step number 1 would be to make sure that the product title list box is not empty, or, in other words, that at least one item is listed. Step number 2 would be to find out whether or not any user is currently logged in. Step number 3 would be to find out whether or not the current user has originated from the same client's machine. This should be the case when a user is separately selecting multiple product title items within a few minute time frame and is adding them to the cart in small intervals, possibly while being logged in the whole time. Step number 4, in reference to step 3, would occur in case we discover that the current visitor's machine is different from before. Let's say, for example, that a new session has just been started. If so, we'll want to acquire the current session ID. It seems that ONVCP-OUP5FF2Q1EFMEWVH3TA is the ID for this session. Step number 5, in reference to step 1, would occur if, indeed, the product title list box is not empty. Here, the application will go through each and every product title item to find out whether or not it has been selected by the user. If so, the application will be calling the DB table pending orders add function in order to add the selected item to the pending orders database table, along with a few other pieces of information, such as the requested number of licenses, total unit price, and the date and time the item is to be added. The reason that any selected product title items are added to the pending orders database table, which, as its name suggests, is only designed for temporary storage, is because, at this point, even if some user were logged in, we do not know, for sure, whether or not the current visitor or user would actually like to purchase those newly added cart items. Once collecting everything has completed, the application will be calling the DB table shopping cart assemble function in order to display all of the in-cart items on the page, along with some additional summary. This will be accomplished by collecting necessary data pieces as determined by the application from various database tables, and then using them in order to build a composite table, meaning a made-up table not residing in the database. This composite table will list all of those items in an organized fashion on the page. Some extras will also be included. Cart count, total cart size, funds-related information, and grand total for all items combined.